Carlson from the Daily Caller, Fox News political analyst Kirsten Powers. Guys, by the way, great job on the weekend. I'm enjoying the show.
Thank you.
With Fox and Friends Weekend. Now, first of all, let's go to the 18.4%. I'm telling you, I am paying state, local, federal taxes. I pay 60 cents of every dollar I make.
Well, I mean, by the way, taxes are due Monday, okay?
Yeah.
So a lot of us have this on the brain. How could you pay 18% tax on 600 grand? That just doesn't even make any sense. You taking some very aggressive deductions. By the way, this president has just floated the idea of making a mandatory 30%, just federal tax on the top 1% of which he is a member of the Buffett. This is outrageous.
I checked in with my account. I'm well above that.
Well, so how did this work? How did he pull this off? I would want to tail something.
All right, maybe I need his account.
I do, too.
Why do I think if I had an 18% tax rate, Powers, that one of your liberal friends would be, you know, handcuffing me and perp walking me and throwing me in the clinker?
Yeah, I don't think so. Look, are you suggesting that Obama's not paying his fair amount of taxes? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying for the guy that lectures that, well, you know, the 1%, I can afford to pay a little bit more, skin in the game, fair share, that he's only paying 18.4%. I want to know why. And, he should donate. Why doesn't he donate up to the 39% that he says we should have?
Well, that's because people don't donate taxes just because. I mean, I support raising taxes on the rich, but I'm not going to pay more in taxes if I don't have to. And
why not?
I mean, well, I don't know. Do you think people who don't support government health care should stop taking Medicare? I mean, no. It's like if they paid into it, they're going to take it, right? You know, it's not.
There are those of us that have to pay our taxes, and I pay every cent that I'm obligated to pay and more.
And are you saying he's not paying every cent he's obligated to pay?
No, I'm saying that if you only pay an 18.4%, he ought to at least go up to the 39% that he says is our fair share.
Wait, I'm saying he's not paying all he's obligated to pay. He has a moral obligation to live up to his own standard. If he's saying the top 1% ought to pay 30% in federal tax, he ought to lead by example and do the same. And he's not. He's clearly taking deductions aggressively.
Yeah, I think he should just do his legal obligation, which is to pay what he's legally obligated to pay.
Shouldn't he stop lecturing the rest of us to do our fair share, whatever that is?
But if the tax rate was changed, then he would pay more.
Right, I mean, why wait? I mean,
let's go to Obama.
Why he's waiting.
Because why should he pay taxes that he doesn't owe?
Because he's a patriotic American. That's the lecture that he gives the rest of us. If you're a good person, you'll pay taxes.
Let's go to what Tucker's saying. Let's go to the montage. Here's Obama. Fair share, 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 fair share.
If everybody is getting a fair shot, everybody has a chance to do better. We can build an economy that gives everybody a fair shot.
When we talk about everybody paying their fair share, Americans who can afford it should pay their fair share.
Fair play and shared responsibility. I think that's a fair approach. Americans who can't afford it should pay their fair share.
Fair play and shared responsibility, that's what we're about. We've got to make sure that we've got a tax system that reflects everybody doing their fair share.
Or are we better off when everybody gets a fair shot?
And then we got Joe Biden lecturing us, you know, that cheapskate weasel that he is, 1.7%. It's just ridiculous. Listen to this.
Anybody making over $250,000 is going to pay more.
You got it. It's time to be patriotic, Kate. Time to jump in. Time to be part of the deal. Time to help get America out of the rut. And the way to do that is they're still going to pay less taxes than they paid under Reagan.
Wait a minute, Kirsten, this cheapskate can't come up with, liberals are always generous with everybody else's money. Everybody's got a fair share, and government confiscates. Why can't he donate a little bit more money than 1.8%? 1.8 and donating his old clothes? Who wants his old underwear? Nobody wants that.
I'm not going to disagree with you that he could donate more money. You know, I think but we have to call people cheapskates, and I mean, I just don't. You know, I just feel like there's a way to say this without being so vicious about it. You know, and
you mean calling him a cheapskate because he lectures us on fairness?
And a weasel? I mean, but the president gave almost 25%.
I give him credit for that.
His.
Let me repeat. So, I give Obama credit. He was very generous with his money.
But here's my point. It's that rather than paying more in taxes, why isn't it just okay that he decided to do charity? Okay,
but Biden's a cheapskate, and he donated and included his old clothes.
Yeah. I think people should donate more.
I don't want his old clothes.
I want their accountant. I can't get over the 18%. How do you pay 18% in taxes? I'm going to try that on Monday and see if I get audited. I think I will. Just kidding, IRS. I'm not going to try that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that Obama, rather than paying more taxes, I think it's good he gave the money to charity.
I have one last question. Why?
Okay.
How come liberals are always lecturing on fairness, fair share, and then the Clintons donate Bill's old underwear, which makes me want to vomit?
I have no idea.
And the Biden's at 1.8%. Well, that's what they did it. And Biden is donating his old clothes and old pottery and dishes. I mean, and writing
you don't
it
know
off.
they're old. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with donating your clothes to charity. You don't donate your clothes to charity,
You think
Sean?
any American really wants Bill Clinton's old boxers?
You don't know that they donated boxers.
No, they were tighty-whities.
They were
we know that for a fact.
They were tighty-whities?
Briefs, possibly thongs.
Right,
we don't know, but they were
TMI.
not boxers. We're certain of that.
TMI.
Well, that's even worse if they were tighty-whities.
Way worse. Way worse.
That's way worse.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Powers, you can't get out of this. Biden's a
I know.
cheapskate. He needs to step up to the plate. It's a
He should get more
patriotic duty.
money.
He needs to
I
have
said
skin in the
that.
game.
I agree. He should get more money than that.
18%. I dare you to try that, Kirsten.
And they criticize Romney for the second bite of the apple at 13%. Good grief. And by the way, thank you both. Coming up next.